Awesome, guys. So we'll go ahead and call this meeting to order at 10:37. Aisha, can I get a roll call, please?
C.A.E.B President.
Present.
C.A.E.B Vice President. Aisha Abdul-Jabbar here. Student Representative Naomi.
Present.
Student Perfect. Chip.
Present.
Chip is present. ARC Engineering Club.
Present.
ARC Engineering Club is present. And I see there's other unfamiliar names. If you are a member, if you're representing a club today, do you mind if you introduce yourself? Or if you're just part of the public, then you don't need to.
I'm a part of Model United Nations.
Okay, so Model UN is present.
And I'm from Brown Issues.
I'm sorry?
One second. I'm from Brown Issues, Alejandro.
Okay, Brown Issues.
Yes.
Okay, Brown Issue is present. Perfect. Am I missing anyone else?
And I am from ASA Club, Afghanistan Association.
Do you mind if you repeat that again?
Yeah, ASA.
ASA?
Yeah.
ASA. ASA is present. Thank you. Perfect. And going back to you, Mark.
Awesome. So quorum has been met.
Yes,
Awesome.
quorum has been met.
Cool. So I'll move on to the next item is the adoption of the agenda. And everybody has received the agenda, correct? The email I just sent out this morning. Awesome. Hearing and seeing no objections, we'll go ahead and adopt the agenda. Move on to the approval of the minutes. Unfortunately, I did not send those out, but certain individuals did get those. They will be up on the website. So we have no objections. Seeing here no objections, we'll go ahead and approve the minutes for 10/13/2020. Move on to next item is chair's message. Hello, everybody. Hope everybody's doing safe. I'm super excited that I'm starting to see more participants join these meetings, which is awesome. So that way the clubs can go back and relate the relevant information to their clubs. Naomi is laughing about something. So I'm glad you guys have joined us. And with saying that, I'll go ahead and move on to advisor's message. Brett, take it away.
Okay, I hope you don't mind Paw Patrol in the background and
Oh, we love it.
a toddler tugging on my ear. Good morning. Hi, aloha. I don't have too much this morning. I know we're going to talk about chartered clubs here a little bit later, so I'll save my spiel for that until we're discussing that. Let's see, what else do I usually write notes, but today has been a morning, so dealing with this one and our business office. So let's see, something that's coming up Friday for Student Senate, but this board can definitely be involved in that, is the president search for ARC. Save the date if you're interested, October 30th. For those of you that are newer, the Associated Student Body gets a chance to interview potential candidates to be the next ARC president. So if you don't know, Thomas Green, our current president, is resigning in December. So they're hiring or interviewing now so that in January, someone else takes his place. And on October 30th, it's a Friday, the ASB will be able to assign students to interview those candidates. You get to create the questions, ask the questions, and then you don't get to rank the candidates, but you can give impressions. So, you know, candidate A was strong in this and needs to work on this, stuff like that. So I'll go over that at a different time, but if you are interested in that, save the date. It will be Friday, October 30th in the afternoon. Not sure what time yet. Not sure how many candidates yet. Still trying to figure that out. Spring schedules come out very soon. I cannot remember the exact day. I have it written down in my binder in the other office. And I'm sure I will think of other stuff. I just cannot think of it while the toddler tugs on my ear here. So if other stuff pops up, I will hop in there. But those are the pressing ones that I can think of right off the bat. So with that, I will turn it back over to the chair. Thank you, Mark.
Awesome. Let the record show that Lori has joined the meeting, so we can put that on the attendance. All right. Thank you, Brett, again. So we'll go ahead and move on to the next item, which is public comment. This time is reserved for members of the public to address the clubs and events board on issues not already appearing on the agenda. A limit of 2 minutes per speaker shall be observed, with a maximum of 4 minutes per topic. No discussion is allotted on public comment. The law does not permit any action to be taken nor extended discussion of any items not on the agenda. The ASB Clubs and Events Board may briefly respond to statements made for questions posed. However, for further information, please contact the ASB C.A.E.B president for the item of discussion be placed on a future agenda. Do we have any public comment? Okay, no public comment. So hearing and seeing none, we'll go ahead and move on to appointments and swearing in. We have no appointments and swearing in. So we'll move on to unfinished business, no unfinished business. And then we will start it off with new business. Item 10.1, November Club Day. This time shall be reserved to discuss and potentially take action on creating a Club Day event. November is right around the corner. I definitely want to create something. Brett, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe you guys know, when are finals? They're in December, correct, Naomi or Brett?
Yeah.
So we're good with that. I just want to make sure we don't run into any specific dates that it's blocked out so that we can't do any events.
Like December 11th through 17th or something.
Thank you, Lori. All right, so that's good. It's perfect timing. So I'd like to discuss and possibly take action on creating a Club Day event. So I'm basically going to open it up. We do not have a Club Day committee, so I would like to just basically gather some suggestions or ideas that anybody in here would love to see happen for clubs. I guess my main focus is I want to get the clubs involved, to kind of have maybe a Zoom event, just to let the fellow constituents understand what clubs are active at and chartered. So does anybody have any ideas or suggestions or anything for November?
Chair, I
Yeah.
have a question.
Yeah.
When will the Club Day committee meet? Because I know we haven't met. That is why I would like to know when the club committee will meet. That way we could take action on organizing plans.
I'm not too sure if we have a Club Day committee.
I mean, sorry,
right.
forgive me, not a Club Day. I mean, for the, we created a committee for the day when, on campus. Am I saying it wrong? Club Day, right? It's like when clubs join together and there's an event.
No, you're
We're
saying
supposed to have, and we're supposed to have one in October, if I remembered it correctly. And if I remembered, the committee was supposed to meet. So I was wondering, when will the committee meet? Or did I get it wrong? Maybe.
No, we originally were going to do a October event, which we were going to kind of incorporate that kind of to a club day. So if I'm not mistaken, Brett, correct me if I'm wrong, maybe I completely missed it, but I'm not sure. I don't think we've created a club day committee. So that's something that we can create today. So that way we can launch everything like you were just speaking about what we can do for November. So I can create the committee, correct? Naomi, I'm asking for your advice.
I think you can create the committee. If you're unsure about it, one of us could do it, but I think you should be able to.
Okay.
Chairs can.
Chairs can create a committee. So, all right. So I would like to create a club day committee with the purpose of creating a club day event. Meeting time will be TBD. And the purpose of this is for student engagement. I did that correct. I got all my lines up. Yep. So if there's seeing and hearing no objections, we'll go ahead and create a club day committee. And then I'll be, and yes, Naomi.
Did you mention, I didn't hear, did you mention who the chair was?
I can be chair. I can chair the committee, correct? Yeah, so I will chair the committee with a report back date. Will be next Tuesday. With hopefully an update. I will think about it today and try to reach out to everybody that's on here and see if anybody would like to join it, or if anybody would like to join the committee, please let me know now. And I will add you to the committee. Is there anybody that would like to join the club day committee?
Yes, I would like to join.
Okay, so Aisha. Anybody else? Naomi. Yes. Naomi. Is there anybody else that would like to join the club day committee? Okay, hearing none, seeing none. So the club day committee is formed with myself as chair, Aisha and Naomi. A meeting will be TBD, like I said, with the purpose of student engagement and club engagement. Report back date next Tuesday. The Wednesday of the 11th is a holiday, so it's Veterans Day. So we got to keep that in mind that we don't do anything around then. So we'll go ahead and move on to, or is there any, excuse me, yeah, go ahead, Naomi.
I wanted to know if you were planning on bringing up, there was that website program that Mario mentioned.
The website program, can you
It was like an event. I don't remember what it was called anymore, but he
Zumba.
gave it. Yeah, he gave us like a brief demonstration of it, where different vendors can have their own pages.
Oh, yes. I think that was, if I'm not mistaken, Naomi, hold on, somebody else is trying to join. I just added them. Were we going to discuss that in student senate, or do you think that'd be more of a CAPE thing?
Well, I thought we were planning on using it for club day.
For club day? Okay. I've totally spaced out on, no, you're right. Totally spaced out on the actual,
Central, right? What Brett just messaged what it is called. It's Booth Central.
yes, Booth Central. Awesome. I'm having a blank real quick, but Booth Central is more of a website that allows, Naomi, if you have more of a descriptive detail on it, you want to go ahead and do it, or?
I guess it's a way for, it's just a service to let people and organizations have online events. So we saw a demonstration that is on the website. I think it was an art fair, where they can have a live stream of a whole group video, and then they have individual vendor little booths set up so that you can browse their gallery, you can private message them, you can private video call them. And I think they can have their own like live stream, like individual live streams. So there are a lot of like nifty, just cool little things about it. So if that's something we want to consider, I think Mario said it's like $40 per vendor per day. So
It was something in that realms. Brett, are you familiar with the Booth Central thing? You want to kind of give some more context on it?
Just a little bit. So it's $49 a month for like unlimited events. So you could do a club day every day if you wanted to. But the day that you're live, it's $15 per booth. So per club, it's $15. Not that the club pays, just what they're going to charge C.A.E.B or Senate to have it. So the clubs won't pay anything. But but the final bill. So if we had 10 clubs, right? 10 times 15 is $150 plus the 49 a month. So yeah, that's how that works. And then like Naomi said, you can, it's much more friendlier for an event like that than Zoom is, right? Because you don't need a breakout room per se. It's kind of structured that way. So it's pretty cool. I checked it out. It's, given the circumstances we're in, it's probably the best option for a virtual event that I've seen. C.A.E.B is just too much, or C.A.E.B, Zoom is just too much like production that you would have to do to make it work, right? You'd have to have people register and then which clubs are interested in and like assign them to a club. This one, they can just kind of browse as they wish. So
Yeah, I feel like it's more up to the, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I feel like it's more up to the viewers to control how they browse it versus like the person who's putting it on or people that's putting it on. They don't need to do everything to get it running. You know, people can kind of browse it at their own.
Yes, awesome. I'm actually gonna, if you don't mind, I'm gonna share my screen real quick to show. I just pulled up the email that shows a kind of a demo real quick. So if you guys give me 1 second, this will kind of help share. This will help show what we're talking about. Everybody can see the screen?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
Our live virtual event platform
Yes.
on Central. So if you're like a lot of the promoters and people we're talking to right now, you've had to continue on the tradition of your event to bring your attendees and your vendors together. And you found the perfect solution right here to make most of your vendors and your trade show at your event. So let's dive in. I'll show you what's going on here. So this right here is an event we had a few weeks ago. Art gone viral, and it was an art festival put on by a company, Dash Events in Colorado, and they had to cancel their art fair in Albuquerque. And so they put on this event and brought their vendors and their attendees together, and we'll give you a little rundown of how it works. So this is the event page as you start. You create your event page with a kind of a description of what's going on, custom artwork, of course. This is where your vendors would apply as well. So they click that to start their vendor application to participate in your event. And once your event is live, vendors and attendees can click in to join the event. Prior to the event being live, they can actually pre-register. So it does collect up their name and email address, and they get confirmations of registration and reminders right before the event as well. So inside the live virtual event, what we have first thing to make something live and virtual and exciting is we need to have activity going on the page. That's what makes it feel real, right? So you have the custom artwork at the top, and right away, customers, attendees are greeted by a live stream feed. So this event had already taken place, so now that live stream is now a video on the platform. So there's a live stream going on right here, and that is up to you and whatever you want to do for that live stream. It could be interviews with vendors, it could be seminars, you can have musicians. This company right here, they did a mix of everything. You know, they interviewed vendors, they had musicians, they were talking about stories from their vendors, and doing all sorts of different things to keep people engaged right away. While that's going, you can see how many people are live. You know, for this event, there are a solid 200 people live pretty much the entire time for their event. And while that live stream is going on, there's live chat going on next to it. And that's really cool. It's a way for your audience to engage, ask questions, you can interact with them, and it's really cool. Just kind of bring people together right away at the top of the event. So of course, the live stream is great. But where it just keeps getting more exciting is the vendors. That's what they're here for. They want to shop the vendors or talk to the different vendors within your trade show. So we'll show you down here. We'll scroll down. And down here, we have all the vendors. So this was an art festival. We had 36 vendors for this event. Each vendor has, they can upload their own images, logos, cover photos, anything they want as far as images go, a description of their business, a link to their website or their Etsy shop or whatever they want to do. And they can also upload a video, more of an intro video, and then the attendees can click it, and kind of get an intro of what's going on and who they are, and kind of build engagement with these vendors. So it's a cool feature to add engagement. Now, what is really makes this more unique than ever is we're bringing vendors and attendees together, right? So as we're on the page, we're shopping all the vendors and looking through everything. All of a sudden, we're going to get a notification that a vendor has gone live. And so during your live event, all of your vendors are actually live on the platform, and they each have their own video chat room. And that is where this platform is really unique, because you're actually bringing face-to-face experience in a virtual way with the vendors. So on the other tab, I've just logged in as a vendor and I've gone live, and you can see Plisterman Studio is now live and available to chat. And that's video chat. That's like jumping into their booth. So you see here, before it said request a chat, which you can click, and when it does that, it sends a text message to the vendor saying someone wants to chat with you. And then over here, you can click join video chat. A window pops up in the right-hand side of your screen. And it's not just, there's no software or hardware required for this. And the video pops up right here. I'm just gonna mute myself on the other screen. So the video pops up right here in the screen. It has all the functionality of the video that you'd expect, right? So you can mute your video, turn off the video, mute the sound, have a screen sharing, you can record it, you can do screen, like I said, screen sharing, and you can really start to interact with the vendors. And so there's no hardware or software required. It's all built into the browser. You can do all of this with your cell phone. And that's what really makes this cool, is that it's not just for virtual events. You could actually add this into your in-person event and have a hybrid event where people can shop your event from far away and still interact with the vendors at your show. So that is the live chat with the vendors, and then you can expand that, make it bigger, and fill your whole screen out as well. So a lot of cool capabilities with that. Now let me give you a few stats about this event as they were running. So they were, they did a 4-hour event on Friday, and they had 2,200 participants come to.
Okay, so that was right there. So pause sharing. So I want to do something similar to that, but also incorporate the clubs, have the clubs have their own little booth. I think that would be a closest we can get to having a virtual club day, is using that platform. So myself and the board will discuss on putting this on the agenda, possibly for next week. So that way we can get a budget for it, and then have Mario's assistance on getting it all set up for us. Is there any questions about it? Questions, concerns, comments? Do you guys think it's a pretty cool idea? Yeah.
Yes. Really exciting to use that.
Okay, Aisha, you like it? I see a comment down here. Alondro, sounds great. Cool, awesome. Yeah, so like I said, I think this will be probably the easiest way to have the clubs get involved and engage with each other, and as well as our students. So we'll work on that. Any other questions, concerns, or anything for item 10.1 for Club Day?
One thing to think about.
Yeah.
Maybe, and this is for the committee. When we do the date, we need some leeway in terms of paying for the service.
If I'm not mistaken, Brett Mario is working on that, getting a bill so we can do a purchase order and stuff like that. Is that what you're speaking on?
That's I'm having issues technology-wise with the business office. I'm sending requisitions and they can't see my PDF. It's been a nightmare. That's what I was spending all morning on. So I just want to make sure we don't come across that and blocks Club Day. So yeah, that's all.
Awesome. So I'll work on that and then try to make it so we have adequate enough time to get it sent over to BSO, so that way there's no issues. I'll find out roughly how many spots we'll need and give a rough estimate on as far as budget wise. So that way we don't short ourselves and then have to scramble, but we don't want to have too much extra. So I want to try to make it, I think if I'm not mistaken, Mario is trying to work out a yearly subscription plan type thing with a couple individuals. I was speaking with them. So me and him have been in back and forth dialogue via email with Booth Central. So Naomi, I appreciate you. Thank you very much for reminding me on that. Totally slipped my mind on that one. All right, so we will move on and I guess to item 10.2, chartered clubs. This time shall I reserve to discuss, recognize, and charter clubs for fall 2020. I did receive a updated list from Mario. So I will read off the clubs that have completed the orientation process, who have submitted their paperwork and are completely 100% chartered. I'll read it off as such. Research Club, Pride in STEM Club, the Ping Pong Club, another Pride in STEM, ELLIS, ELLIS, Future Educators Club, International Life Talk Time Club, Improv Club, Engineering Club, Theater Arts Club, Model United Nations, AAUW, American Association of University
Women.
Umoja, I'm pronouncing it incorrectly, UMOJA. Can somebody help me with that one?
That's right.
Okay. Brown Issues and Afghan Student Association, which is the ASA. These clubs are now officially chartered and are completely 100% have all, like I said, have all their paperwork turned in, and they will now be recognized as clubs. Is that correct, Brett? That's all we needed to do to recognize and charter the clubs, correct?
Yep, you just recognize them in this meeting and you don't have to vote or anything like that. So it should be
Okay.
good.
Awesome. Cool. So we'll go ahead and move on to item 10.3 then, which is the self-care event.
Actually,
This time shall be
Mark?
reserved. Yes.
Sorry, let me interrupt. Sorry.
Yep.
Before you go to 10.3. So for the new clubs, what that entails, that means that the Center for Leadership and Development has verified your officers' enrollment, GPA units, that you turned in all the paperwork and that you attended an orientation. So now you'll be able to receive some of the benefits of being involved in C.A.E.B. And one of those is doing the club points. So for every meeting you attend, your club receives points, and then at the end of the year, whatever leftover C.A.E.B funds there are.
This is where it was last night.
Lord.
Lori, your mic is on.
So, yeah, so every meeting you attend, your club gets points, and at the end of the year, the more points you have, the more money you get for your club. So just something to think about for some of you that are new. So that's all. Sorry, Mark.
No, thank you, Brett. I appreciate it. You made sure that it was clearly context so that everybody understands what's going on. Thank you very much. So hearing and seeing no objections, we'll go ahead and move on to item 10.3, which is self-care event. This time shall be reserved to discuss and potentially take action on creating a budget and allocating up to $2,500 for a self-care student engagement project.
Mark,
Yes.
on the agenda, I have the amount isn't there.
On the agenda.
Yes, that you shared with me. I just need the amount. How much is it?
It's 2,500. The agenda that I have, does everybody else have the agenda that has the amount?
100.
2,500, 2,500.
Yeah,
Okay,
I have
perfect.
it.
Yeah.
Okay, the one I have doesn't have it. It's all right. I moved to. Sorry, let me find it here. I moved to allocate up to $2,500 for the self-care event student engagement project.
Seconded.
Okay, it's been motioned by Aisha and seconded by Naomi. So Aisha, I'll go ahead and let you have the floor to speak about it since you made the motion.
Got it. The reason why this bill was created was it's with the collaboration with Mario from the CLD. It's for the October self-care event. The money is going to be used to host like Zumba classes or yoga classes that are going to be virtual. They're going to be remote. But of course, to do that, and we need to pay the instructors to host those events online. The money's going to be used for that and to promote it to student as well. And it will include other stuff that I think, Mark, you're more aware of, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I can briefly discuss and talk about it. It's going to be used for live music events, so we have to pay a DJ. As Aisha was stating, that there is going to be some educational and instructional events, so we have to pay for the vendors. Mario Rodriguez from the CLD has been vigorously working on it. He's already been in contact with several different organizations and companies. So we stay tuned and we'll have some more information over the next, hopefully less than a week, on as far as dates. It'll probably run into November a little bit, because we only have a certain amount of time left for October. So this will kind of be like a October/November Zoom events. And then we'll fire off with the club day and sometime in November. Do we have any questions? No? Okay, so we'll move on to a roll call vote, correct, Brett? Cool. Aisha, if we can give me a roll call vote, please.
Yes, sorry. Sorry for the background noise.
No, that's fine.
Can I?
Yes, Naomi.
I just want to clarify. So if you vote yes on this, we're passing. We're voting yes to pass the what you said, $2,500, right? And then no
Correct.
is against that. Okay.
Yes. Thank you.
And this will also include the clubs, right?
Brett? Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yes, this will include the clubs.
Student Senate Representative Naomi.
Yes.
Yes. Ship.
Yes.
ARC Engineering Club.
Present.
Can you repeat that again?
Sorry, I meant yes. I'm sorry, you guys.
Got it. Model UN.
Yes.
Perfect. Brown Issue.
Yes.
Progressive Democrat.
Yes.
Okay. And ASA.
Yes.
And Vice President Aisha, yes. We have 10 yes and 0 no. The bill, so can I say that the bill has been passed, or the count is 10 yes and 0 no.
Awesome. So seeing that we have you, Dennis, go ahead, Naomi. You look like you're going to say something.
So, this is a bill, right? There is a bill written.
Yeah, there's a bill written. It should have
Yes.
been sent. Yeah, there is a bill written. Did you receive it, Naomi, or no? No, I'll send it out immediately right now. I know there was a bill written. So I'll get that sent out to everybody ASAP. So cool, awesome. So unanimously voting yes. So we'll go ahead and allocate up to $2,500 for the self-care student engagement project. Awesome. Is there any questions, concerns, comments, anything? No? Okay, hearing none, seeing none, that's awesome. So we'll go ahead and move on to committee reports. This time is reserved for committee chairs to provide the board with a brief report of the current standing of active committees.
For the mental health committee, today I'll be sharing the agenda for this Friday meeting. And hopefully some of you, if the clubs that have attended today's meeting, will be able to attend the mental health committee because we're working on some very exciting stuff. And that is all.
Okay, is there any other committee reports? No? Okay. Awesome. We'll go ahead and move on to the next item on the agenda, which is board member reports and announcements. This time is reserved for the board members to inform the board about relevant campus-wide events and to report any pertaining community progress and activities. A time of 3 minutes per report shall be observed. This is the time for the clubs to let the board know what your club is doing, to let us know what's going on, or if you want to just basically tell us that you're doing good in school. As Brett would say.
Hi,
Go ahead.
hi from SHIP. So we're organizing a resume workshop this Friday from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Everyone is welcome. Even if you have a resume, you might learn something new. Even if you haven't written a resume, you'll learn how to start. What tips to follow so that you can stand out of everyone in the crowd. So I'll put the link for the form in the chat. But yeah, thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. I might actually come in and talk to you guys about a resume. I need to update my resume.
I'd like to add, if I can, ARC Engineering Club. We have a project that we started. It actually started last semester in the spring, but because of COVID, we had to kind of postpone it. It's the hydroponics system project, and we recently applied for a grant for the RIM grant from STEM Center, and we were granted $600. So we just wanted to make sure that everyone had the opportunity to at least check it out. Even if you're not, really into STEM related field, it's just a simple hydroponics 5-gallon bucket where you can grow indoor or outdoor. This project was initially just very simple. It can always, get added on, and that's exactly what happened. We have a lot of computer science and coding members in the ARC Engineering Club, so they decided to run with the hydroponic bucket project and make it automated. So now we're starting to we're going to be using Arduino, a microcontroller, to basically control certain aspects of our growing system, whether it's lights, a timer, water sensor, all these different components. And there's another part of the project that got added, which is a research part of the project. Yolanda Rios is the project manager for that. It's basically researching the light spectrum and using different light sources, and she has a spectrometer, I think it's called, camera that basically records the different rays of light. And I just wanted to make sure that everyone had the opportunity. I will drop down my contact information. We are meeting today, Tuesday at 7 p.m. I'll drop the link as well in the chat. If you guys just want to come and see what it's about. Again, you don't have to be STEM. I just want students to really have something that they can do other than, just work, just something they can get hands-on, technical. That's basically it.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Any other board member reports? Yes, Naomi.
So I'm not in Pride in STEM or Women in STEM, but I know they're holding a what is called Spooktacular STEM Soiree, which is a virtual science fair filled with spooky experiments, prizes, and contests. So they'll be having raffle prizes, costume contest, and the science fair, and that's on October 30th from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. on Zoom. And you can find the Zoom info on their Instagram page.
Awesome. Thank you. Any other board member reports or announcements?
Yeah, so the AC Club, we just turned our packet in last week, and it's new club, and we have the advisor, it's an ESL professor, and the main reason why we have ASA Club, Afghan Student Association, because we have majority students, Afghan students at college, but they were all at MSA, Muslim Student Association Club, so we decided to have our own club just to share our experience and to have a small community at college and to keep our culture. And we will have our first meeting next week. And I still don't know the date, but yeah, we will have our first meeting the next week. That's it. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Any other board member reports or announcements?
Yes, here.
Yes.
So recently I became the student ambassador for CalFresh. So hopefully I'll be sharing some posters soon if any student or if any members are currently struggling with food insecurity. Please reach out to me, or if you know any friends, please give them out my email. I will write it in the chat. Even if they need my phone number, I'm willing to provide that. So if you know any friends that are dealing with food insecurity, please let them reach out to me so I can help them connect with CalFresh.
Awesome. Is there any other board member reports or announcements? No. Okay, hearing none, seeing none, we will go on to our next item on the agenda, which is public comment. This time is reserved for members of the public to address the Clubs and Events Board on issues not already appearing on the agenda. A limit of 2 minutes per speaker shall be observed with a maximum of 4 minutes per topic. No discussion is allotted on public comment. The law does not permit any action to be taken nor extended discussion of any items not on the agenda. The ASB Clubs and Events Board may briefly respond to statements made for questions posed. However, for further information, please contact the ASBK president for the item of discussion to be placed on a future agenda. At this time, do we have any public comment? That would be Brett. Yes, Brett.
Sorry, I knew I was going to forget something, and I can't believe I forgot. So this week is Undocu Week of Action on behalf of undocumented students, and this is throughout the state of California. So Los Rios, the 4 colleges have partnered up to put together programming not only for this week, but over the next couple weeks. I posted the flyers there in the chat about 5-10 minutes ago. I'll repost them here, or I'll email them if anyone needs them. But today there's a workshop for financial aid and scholarships. They're doing a 2-pronged approach. They're doing current community college students, but they're also doing high school students to get them ready to apply either to Los Rios or CSU or UC's, personal statement workshops, all that stuff. So it's on the flyers. The cool thing about the flyers is they embedded the links on the flyers. So if you're interested or know anyone else interested, please have them participate. It's confidential, so you're not sharing status or anything like that. And then the last thing I'll say related to this topic, our Undocu Scholar Center has been unstaffed since August. You're looking at the staff right now, so we are doing interviews next week to get someone in place. So just wanted to give the board an update about that, and that's all. Thank you.
Awesome, thank you. Just reminded myself, I did receive an email from Region 2 as in regards to creating a 30 to 60-second video for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I can send that out. It's a Google form that if you want to create a video or add something to it, you can send it to the region, and they'll actually make a big if I'm not mistaken, a macro video of all the students, so then they can publicize it. If anybody's interested in that, I can definitely send that out. Or actually, the email that I sent out to everybody this morning, I'll just send that out to everybody again. Any other public comment?
Chair.
Yes.
Sorry, I guess clubs were supposed to go during board reports. It always throws me because it didn't used to be that way. So I can do the club report.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I went to this Prop 16 rally Friday, and if I'm not mistaken, I was the only person there who wasn't an organizer or presenter. So there were like 20 of us or something. They apparently had about 20 on Monday. But the speeches were good. Catherine Squire, who used to be the rad for Region 2 and is now the executive vice president of AACCC, had driven up from Stockton. She goes to Berkeley, but virtual. So she was one of the speakers. Right now, the polling doesn't look too good for it to pass, but there's some hope. And at 12:30, the Sociology Club and Progressive Democrats, today we meet and we're having a speaker from Western Service Workers Association about volunteer opportunities to help low-income families. And if you want to get in, I think you have to email one of our advisors. The one is SACA, SACHAJ, Jeff Saka, at the usual arc.losrios.edu, and they give you the Zoom link.
Okay, awesome. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Hey Brett, it looks like your daughter's giving you a free back massage live on Zoom.
It's more just a jungle gym. I wouldn't say it.
It's so adorable. She's gonna pull your ears and kind of go like this. Oh my gosh. All right, is there any other public comment? No, hearing none and seeing none, we will move on to everybody's favorite part, adjournment. If there's no objections, this meeting will, is there any objections to adjourning? Nope, hearing none and seeing none, we'll go ahead and adjourn this meeting at 11:25. Go ahead.